Hi, I'm Daniel Stevens. I was posting this video because I wanted to respond to Professor Wesch's video about the anthropological introduction to YouTube. I thought it was very compelling. My English class that I'm taking now at San Francisco State, we have a little assignment that we were doing where we respond to this video and take a lot of the authors that we've been reading and take their perspective and see how they would respond to this film or this presentation that Wesch put up. But I just wanted to say a few things about the video. I think Professor Wesch did a really good job in breaking down YouTube and showing all its user-generated divisions, talking about Delicious and talking about Technorati and Dig.com and his whole experience with them, with all of them, with his video that he made. It really showed this kind of it really showed that he had participated in the whole world, and it gave him some kind of, I guess, rep, if you want to say, that he kind of knows what he's talking about, along with all his other work that he's done at Kansas State, I'm sure. But also I wanted to talk about this sense of social anxiety. In Wesch's presentation, he talks about how he with vlogs, you lose social anxiety. I don't think that's true, and I don't know if I took his words wrong. I probably did, but with what he said, or what I thought he said, it seemed like he said that with vlogging you kind of are able to lose social anxiety and you don't feel really anxious like you would when speaking with a real person. But honestly, right now I feel more anxious than anything. Maybe I'm just not used to doing videos, but personally I think people need to get over social anxiety if they want to live their life. I mean, it's something that everyone needs to get over. So I don't think vlogging or videos are really going to get rid of that or help out with getting over that. So something also that's very cool about YouTube is that it can aid with rational thought. The cool part about it is that with doing responses like this, people are able to take their time and write about what they want to talk about. Like, I mean, I wrote all this writing here, and there's another page behind it. You can see all the markings and stuff that I did, obviously. Not too pretty. Lots of probably spelling errors. But, I mean, I had the time to sit down for, I think it was about an hour and a half or 2 hours to just sit and write about what I wanted to say. And even now, I'm stumbling over it and having trouble reading what I wrote. But I think I still have the ability to take the time to write out everything I want to say and try and be as concise as possible. Maybe if I was better at talking to this green dot, I would have a better ability to be concise with what I wrote here. But going on from there, YouTube also it lets all voices and opinions and points of view be heard, which is very important because it releases us from isolation. It gives us the ability to talk to other people, get out there on the internet and see what's going on, and have video discussions with each other. I mean, back and forth, and it really encourages social cohesion, and it really works to bring us together. It's something that it seems like YouTube is this product of all those things that he talked about, that Wesch talked about in his video, like suburbia and box stores and grocery stores and television, and all those things are things that isolated us from our homes, and YouTube is this giant product of the generation born into that world. They didn't create that world, they were born into it, and now they created YouTube to get out of it. It's just really amazing. So it seems like that is a very cool part of YouTube, that it is very almost democratic in a sense. It's almost like a democratic process. People are able to put on what they want to say on YouTube, and they won't get, they might get a comment or two, but I mean, what's that going to do? They'll read the comment and then they're not going to be too upset about it, and they might respond back. It's very democratic. It lets people say what they want to say without, you know, being victimized, other than with words, but, you know, sticks and stones. Also, in YouTube, in one great sense, we have this access to all this information on YouTube and things like Wikipedia and all that, but the other thing that you can look at is a lot of it might not be meaningful. I mean, there's all these little 3-minute videos out there that really are just purely entertainment. There are some cool videos, like the one that I'm responding to is really great and shows a lot of cool information about what I'm going to post this video onto. So it was very meaningful, but I think if you look at how Neil Postman would respond to this, he probably would see a lot of these videos as meaningless and really not very informational and helpful to many people. But that's just his opinion. Just like anything, YouTube can be used for good or evil. It's definitely a place where the consumer is the producer. It's very public, and it lets YouTube be user generated. I mean, it's this user generated. You saw in the video, it was user generated distribution, commentary, filtering, organization, and the most important thing that I wanted to stress was it's user generated content, which is very cool because, like he said, Wesch, Professor Wesch, he said that 88% of the content is new or an original, which is pretty incredible. I think you know, we're seeing a lot of new things rather than just regurgitated crap that we get on TV and like all the news, you know, sites, or not sites, but TV shows, you know. And both sides of the spectrum, Fox News and MSNBC, I mean, both sides, they have their regurgitation. Also, YouTube is helping in the change and decline of the mass media. It's declining all of mass media because it's very, very diverse. It's like a giant melting pot. YouTube has so many different points of views and ideas and all these videos that you can watch where nothing is censored other than, I guess, pornographic things. But it's just amazing that you can get all these different viewpoints and, you know, have your own time to reflect and think what you want about what you've seen, rather than just getting fed that this is how it is and this is what you need to believe or think. It's very cool, very, very cool. So if anyone has read E.M. Forrester's When the Machine Stops, you'll understand what I'm going to say. And if you haven't, and you're into YouTube or just technology in general, you should check it out. It's very cool. But if he were to see YouTube today and the technology, I think he would probably throw his hands up and say that he was right and that everything he thought of in his stories came true, and maybe he's like a predictor of the future, you know, some kind of precog, because it's incredible to read his story, which he wrote in 1909. That's probably the most important part of the video or of the story. Written in 1909, and he writes about all these, you know, incredible technologies that are in this non-fiction or in this fictional world. And back in 1909, you know, no one had thought of these things, and these were all new, very, very fictional ideas. But now everything has come true, pretty much, in his story. So it's pretty incredible to see if he was here to see what YouTube is. And lastly, because I'm running on 10 minutes, good lord, I wanted to close with Marshall McLuhan. I just wanted to say that if he were alive today and saw YouTube, he would definitely see his global village finally in action. He would definitely see his global village, you know, in the working process. YouTube is the global village. I mean, all the internet and mostly YouTube is this, and Delicious and Technorati and all those cool websites are this global village connecting everybody. And I think it's just incredible. And I think I had one other point. No, that's about it. So hopefully I covered everything. I really took a lot of time working on this, and I wanted to say thanks to Neve, my friend, who let me borrow this Mac laptop, this green light, to let me record this video. She's probably watching Seinfeld right now, and I'm kind of jealous. But yeah, cool video, Professor Wesch, and you know, best of luck to you on all your endeavors, and adios.